Hi, I'm Scrapping Amy and welcome back to my channel. Today for Journal Your Christmas, we are going to assemble the base page for what I consider to be page 2. This one unfolds, and let's get started. So before we continue, I just want to let you know Tonic Studios did give me this die set. The dies I'm using are from this original Life's Journey base creator die set. And this page, while it includes dies from 2 other sets, can be done solely with this. I just wanted slightly different edging for a lot of it. So my very back page, the part that I'll get attached to the spine, is the only thing that comes from here. The other size pages are both from here. They have a little dotted edge, which is what I decided to include versus the scalloped. So like I said, it can all be done with this. It's just going to look slightly different. I've already gone through and inked everything. So I did the largest 7-inch of the base, and then I did a layer just inside. I created another base, which is, I believe, 6 inches. Let's see, a little over 5. If you ended up only using the original set, you would have a 7, a 6, and a 5. So your inner size would be this big. I did it a little differently. I also cut 2 to go on either side of that. It's going to go like this, I think. Wait, no, it doesn't go like that. Okay. 2 to go on either side of that. And then, oh, there it is. I'm like, wait, I lost them. An even smaller little fold-out page. This one is at about 3.5 inches. And again, 2 more pages that will go in there. First off, I am going to get started. So step 1 is to get the matting layer attached to the base layer. And again, I'm using the score tape for my temporary hold. I end up, as you go through this book, I use less and less score tape because I'm like, why am I using so much if it's not going to be the thing that ultimately holds things together? I am using the Art Glitter Glue for the real adhesion for long term. And the reason I love this glue is it is permanent. It has some wiggle room to it, but not a lot. And when that stuff dries, it dries. If you saw yesterday's video, I peeled some things up and the Art Glitter Glue was just like, nope, I'm not letting go. Also with yesterday's video, I did that accordion page with the base dies, and the base dies, I can talk, has a side open. The decorative layers don't. So in order to create something that's going to unfold, I'm going to need to create my own hinge, essentially. So just some leftover black cardstock from one of the times I cut out base pages or something, and score it down the middle, and I'm going to attach it. It is as easy as that. I attach it the back of that plaid base, just like putting on the matting layer. I'm going to use some 1/8 of an inch score tape to provide that hold, and then Art Glitter Glue again. And I really need to get into the habit of using this little Pusheen dish because I'm constantly losing the silly little pin that is the stopper for the glue. I have lost that thing so many times. I ended up going out and buying a whole box of stainless steel pins only to find it the day it arrived from Amazon. I was like, seriously now? Seriously? That's my life right there, summed up. So getting the different layers put together with this hinge, I will attach the medium size one, then I will make the small one. Y'all, I tell ya, if I can make it through a memory book page without screwing it up, it's a miracle. That little dot I just added with the pen is because I forgot to put my magnet in yet again. I was just like, really? And I also somehow, when I snipped that, the little piece flew off and landed right in my little dish. I could not have done that if I had tried. And it's hard to see, but I'm actually putting it just on the hinge and not actually directly onto that middle layer. So I'm just trying to get things lined up. Forgot to put the liquid glue on. I get a phone call from our builder, deep into getting work done, and suddenly it's just like, everybody needs to call. Why is that? It's kind of like when I'm teaching. I'm in the classroom, I'm rocking this lesson, and the phone rings. And then the phone rings again. And then somebody comes in the room, and I was just like, really? That's fine. I'm not here to do anything. I'm just, teaching. So I attempted something I hadn't done before, and that was to attach the magnets with liquid glue. Don't do that. It was a bad choice on my part. The trouble I had with these silly little magnets, you will notice on the green plaid side, the magnet is on top of the pattern paper, which is not how I normally do things. However, I knew that this was already had our glitter glue that had dried, and I didn't want to destroy it. I also know that with this particular plan of a page, I'm going to have a photo there. In the practice book, I had actually cut out like a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square. And I put it there so that when I put in a 4 by 4 photo, it's already matted. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to worry that much about it. I'm actually just going to cover it up anyway, so who cares? It's one less layer for the magnet to go through. So each of these do have a layer that attaches to the next. That way when you go to fold it up, it all stays together nicely. One thing to note though is that when you have all these layers, you do not want to overfill them. It's tempting to put in 100,000 different layers. And while that makes a beautiful 12 by 12 layout, when you've got something that's a smaller format and this without any page protectors, you can cause some structural issues. I think that's what happened to me a lot last year, is I tried to overly embellish, which is my normal style, and I'm okay with that. But I need to remember to tone it down just a bit for when it comes to memory books. Now, I say that now. As this project progresses, who knows what I'm going to end up deciding. I also need to remind myself that if you make a decision about what paper cards or what cardstock, what pattern paper layer is going to go on top, I need to remember to just put that on the back of those papers, because I kept going back and forth going, is this right? Is this how it's supposed to go? Did I want this one here? I was just driving myself crazy. So I'm continuing on with gluing the pattern paper to the base layers. I thought at first I had cut the wrong size for the smallest ones. I just then realized the black border around the small layers is a lot wider than the medium and large layers, and it just came down to the die set that I chose. Clearly it didn't bother me though, because I did it again. I didn't even notice on the first book. So, The paper I'm using there from the Warm Wishes collection by Vicki Boutin is one I would not normally like for a 12 by 12 page. I don't tend to go with ones that have a design like in the top and bottom corners like that. But for the memory book, I just adore how it looks. I think it is such a great look, so it excited me. And as I'm wrapping up here with these layers, if you enjoyed this video, I'd love if you would leave a like. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a member of the One Mommy Scrapping family. So there we go. I hope you guys all have a lovely day and a very Merry Christmas. And I will see you guys later. Bye.